Counting collections are a really wonderful way to help your child develop their counting skills. You may have heard of counting collections as something they are doing at school, or maybe this is a completely new idea to you. Counting collections is an activity where children count a set of physical objects, which is their collection, in order to determine how many items are present. The great thing about counting collections is that you can use anything to form your collection. Some ideas we have for you that you might have around your house include small toy cars, figurines, crackers, pom poms, game pieces, really anything that will excite your child can be used for a counting collection. The more exciting it is for your child, the better. When starting with a counting collection, children should be encouraged to use whatever strategy makes the most sense to them. They should be encouraged to count at their own pace as well. For some children, they might start counting just by individual items, counting one by one. Other children might start to notice that they can group the objects in order to count more efficiently. They might count by twos, maybe by fives, and even by tens. Counting collections are such a powerful tool because they reinforce all three of the counting principles while also developing number sense. Counting collections encourage children to think about how they can group objects to count them more efficiently, which helps to build a foundation for being able to think about numbers flexibly. In this video here, a 5-year-old is counting a set of ghost erasers. To help her start to recognize how she could create groups while counting, she was given small containers and asked to fill each container to 10 before starting to fill another container. After she had finished her count, she had a conversation about how many she had in all, how many groups of 10 she had, and how many groups of 10 related to the total that she had.
We got enough for 10.
How many groups of 10 did you make? How many groups of 10? One.
1, 2, 3.
3 groups of 10. How much is 3 groups of 10? If you're not sure of how many items to give your child, we have some suggested size of collections. However, please keep in mind that these are simply suggestions. The number of items that would be best for your child to count will vary based on your child's individual experiences with counting, as well as their individual unique makeup as a learner. If you notice that your child seems frustrated by a certain size of collection or is struggling with the counting principles with maintaining one-to-one correspondence, having trouble with the ordered count sequence, or struggling with cardinality, it may be better to use a smaller collection. If you notice that your child is completing a collection quite easily and is grouping the objects into groups that allow them to count very efficiently, then it's probably time to encourage them and provide them with a larger size collection. In addition to asking your child how many objects there were after they're done counting to reinforce that idea of cardinality that we talked about with the three counting principles, you can ask your child questions like, how do you know which items you have counted? If they made groups, you could say, can you tell me about the groups you made? You could also say, is there another way you could count the same collection? In order to get your child thinking about efficient ways to count, you could also ask questions like, is it easier to count by fives than threes? Or is there another way that we could create some groups to get this counting done a different way? We want to make sure you feel comfortable and confident using counting collections with your children. Ask us any questions that you have in the comments so that we can help you effectively use this tool with your young mathematicians. Also, please be sure to like and subscribe so that we can keep making content and help foster more math happy families.